NASA, along with its team of commercial and international partners, is making impressive strides toward their ambitious goal of returning to the moon in just a few years. The Artemis program has been making great strides, achieving a series of remarkable accomplishments. NASA and SpaceX have joined forces to work on the Starship human landing system, a groundbreaking project aimed at enabling lunar missions. Following the successful engine tests conducted under the most challenging conditions, the next phase involves a comprehensive flight test that will integrate both the Starship and Super Heavy. Let's delve into the intricacies of the new Lunar Starship. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe and stay informed about all things space. Less than a year ago, NASA embarked on the remarkable Artemis 1 mission, a breathtaking test that showcased the incredible capabilities of the SLS rocket and the Orion crew capsule. In April, the crew for the Artemis 2 lunar flyby was announced: Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen. These missions will set the stage for Artemis 3, marking the long-awaited return of humans to the lunar surface after more than 50 years. At the heart of the Artemis architecture lies SpaceX's remarkable Starship lunar lander. This incredible vehicle will be entrusted with the crucial task of safely transporting astronauts from lunar orbit to the moon's surface during the momentous Artemis 3 and 4 missions. Ever since Starship made its grand entrance in April, there's been a cloud of uncertainty hanging over the vehicle's current status and the eagerly awaited launch date for Artemis 3. Nevertheless, insights into the endeavor to create this incredibly advanced vehicle have been revealed through recent statements made by officials from NASA and SpaceX. What's truly fascinating is that recently leaked renders from SpaceX unveil the remarkable evolution of the Lunar Starship's design over the past 2 years. NASA is embarking on a fresh journey in deep space exploration through its Human Landing System program. The program aimed to expedite the timeline and reduce the expenses of the Artemis program by procuring lunar landers from commercial vendors. On April of 2021, NASA chose SpaceX's Lunar Starship as the very first recipient of a highly sought-after HLS contract. One of the reasons why SpaceX emerged victorious in the initial HSL contract was due to the cost-effectiveness of Starship, which is derived from a commercial rocket. This gave them an edge over their competitors. The Starship serves as the second stage of SpaceX's innovative and fully reusable launch vehicle. Towering at a height of 164 feet, it surpasses its predator, the Apollo lunar module. The Starship beckoned with its promise of a spacious crew cabin for the astronauts, boasting a remarkable 100-ton claimed payload capability, ready to carry the hopes and dreams of humanity to the stars. SpaceX's innovative strategy for lunar landings involves the groundbreaking concept of orbital refueling, marking a significant milestone in space exploration. Lakeisha Hawkins from NASA's Moon to Mars Program Office has revealed that around 20 Starships will be launched as in-flight tankers or fuel depots. Within these vehicles, a remarkable combination of liquid methane and liquid oxygen will be carefully stored. These precious fuels will then be delicately transferred to a specially designed version of Starship, meticulously engineered to gracefully touch down on the lunar surface. The intricate architecture has added a level of risk to the timeline of Artemis 3. However, the recent second integrated flight test of Starship showcased significant advancements towards the program's initial objective of achieving orbit. There's still a long series of technology development and in-orbit tests that need to be completed before Artemis's first crewed lunar landing. On November the 2nd, the world was spellbound by the unveiling of 2 mysterious renderings. These intriguing images of the Starship human landing system's latest design were leaked by none other than the enigmatic writer David Willis. The news spread like wildfire across X, the site once known as Twitter, leaving everyone in awe. The Starship lander underwent a magnificent transformation, emerging taller and more majestic than ever before. The active Starship prototypes and the initial HLS design both stood at an impressive height of 164 feet. All the different variants of Starship are constructed using identical 30-foot stainless steel rings. Through a careful analysis of the height-to-width ratio of the old and new renderings, it becomes apparent that the revised HLS design stands at approximately 180 feet in height. In December of 2021, SpaceX CEO Elon Musk dropped a subtle hint about the possibility of expanding the propellant tanks of Starship. This update serves as a reassuring confirmation that SpaceX remains committed to implementing this improvement. Through an ingenious modification to Starship's propellant tanks, SpaceX has unlocked the ability to maximize the amount of fuel that can be loaded into the lander. Perhaps this decision is aimed at improving Starship's performance for lunar missions, where a much greater change in velocity is needed compared to flights to low Earth orbit. Furthermore, HLS Starship will patiently remain in orbit around the Moon for a duration of up to 100 days, eagerly anticipating the arrival of its esteemed crew. With larger propellant tanks, the spacecraft would be able to carry sufficient amounts of liquid methane and liquid oxygen to successfully land, even with the inevitable loss of propellant due to boil-off into space. SpaceX has made some adjustments to the lander's paint scheme. Throughout all the renderings that have been unveiled so far, HLS has always been depicted in a pristine white color. There's more to this veneer than meets the eye. Imagine a world where white surfaces have the incredible ability to reflect almost all of the sun's powerful rays. This remarkable quality not only helps to keep things cool, but it also has the added benefit of slowing down the evaporation of propellant. It's like a fascinating story where science and practicality intertwine. It becomes apparent that the majority of the vehicles adheres to the same principle. However, the latest renderings unveil an enticing twist. The engine section is elegantly coated in a sleek black hue. The reasoning behind this decision remains shrouded in mystery. In the frigid lunar shadows, the black surfaces of Starship absorb the majority of incoming solar radiation. This could potentially assist in keeping the 6 Raptor engines warm. Starship's 4 landing legs seem to have undergone only minor adjustments in terms of deployment angle and spacing, suggesting that they have remained largely unchanged. But now, they are no longer contained within sleek aerodynamic coverings. Curiously, they appear to retract and snugly align with the lander's body as it takes off. Imagine a rocket soaring through the atmosphere, defying the powerful winds that whip past it at incredible speeds. This decision shows that the landing gear is built to withstand this intense force, ensuring a safe and successful ascent. Furthermore, it suggests that the super heavy booster of Starship will generate sufficient thrust to counteract the drag caused by these 4 protrusions. The Starship lunar lander boasts an impressive feature: 5 large solar arrays. These arrays will be the lander's main source of energy both in space and on the lunar surface. Once the launch commences, an astounding scene will unfold as the solar arrays find their place, snugly nestled within a rectangular compartment beneath the crew cabin. The solar arrays are positioned at precise angles, forming a beautiful hexagonal pattern. During landing, a panel is left out so that the commander and the pilot of the Starship can have an unobstructed view of the lunar surface. This also allows for the deployment of an elevator for the moonwalkers. In a recent NASA publication, it appears that there are ongoing efforts to develop deployable solar arrays. This exciting development holds great promise for the future. The HLS team mentioned that SpaceX has conducted a range of development testing and analysis on various components, including crew displays, crew elevator, hot gas reaction control system, solar array deployment, thermal and micrometeoroid debris protection tiles, landing legs, docking mechanisms, landing software and sensors, and medical systems. Based on the leaked renderings, it has been revealed that the solar array compartments will serve the additional purpose of housing 6 communications antennae. Arranged in a mesmerizing hexagonal pattern, they will be delicately placed among the solar panels. Starship is equipped with multiple communication systems that allow for seamless relay of information to various destinations. These include Earth, Orion, the lunar surface where the astronauts are stationed, and in the future, the Gateway space station in lunar orbit. Starship HLS will come equipped with small landing thrusters positioned beneath its crew cabin. The Raptor engines will take charge of the majority of Artemis 3's powered descent. During landing, the 6 powerful engines would create intense plume surface interactions, causing significant excavation of rock and regolith beneath the lander. Instead, Starship will gracefully descend to the lunar surface with the help of these small elevated thrusters. However, the status of the landing thrusters was shrouded in uncertainty. After more than half a century since the departure of the last lunar module from the Moon, NASA and SpaceX have finalized the design of the upcoming vehicle that will transport astronauts to its surface. The updated design of Starship incorporates several groundbreaking features that will enhance the survival and well-being of Artemis crews on their exploratory missions. These include elongated fuel tanks, rotating solar arrays, and the possibility of a new docking hatch. It's unfortunate that the efforts of the NASA and SpaceX design teams were leaked before they could be properly shared with the public. Nonetheless, their efforts offer a captivating insight into the evolution of a vehicle that will enable a groundbreaking era of lunar exploration. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell for all things space.